performing in front of these audience?
That's material is always a fun question because I've done so many different things in comedy. You kind of get, I don't know if music is the same way. I mean, I'm a huge music fan, but in comedy, it's like I've done so many different kinds of things. Like I've written political jokes. I've written kind of like blue humor. I've done so many. They say it takes 7 years to find your voice. I'm right about that mark. I would say one of my biggest heroes in comedy is Bill Hicks because of he's just so unabashed. He was so unabashed, and he really questioned conformity in any kind of realm. And that's kind of what I'm trying to do. I want people to think, and I'll do it by, making fun of my own follies, my own behavior, and the conformity of people that I know. I never want to be abrasive to where you lose what I'm trying to say, but you got to keep it funny. So it's I try to just kind of off of my own experience. I don't want to say enlighten. That sounds so pretentious. I make people think. I like humor that makes people think, and relate. Relatability is always fun too.
Folks, we've got Melissa Doran in the studio with Louisville Arts Live. We do this every Saturday at 3 o'clock, and my co-host today is the one, the only, Mr. Ryan Thompson. Shock magician.
Shock magician. Shock magician musician. Say that.
I'm not.
All right.
I'm going to say wow musician.
I'm impressed I got through it.
So he's exciting. He does all kinds of crazy things, like pulling stuff out of razor blades, out of crazy cutting
eating
things.
Broken glass, swallowing razor blades, the norm.
Ken, how far would you go for a roll? Let's talk about
I can't
that
talk
for a
about it
second.
on the
No, let's
on
talk
air.
about this, Ken. How far would you go for a roll, really?
It's funny. People think that the performers in general have such a cush job, and many of us are doing this on the side anyway. We have the day jobs or whatever, and sometimes we reach a plateau where we can do this full time. Sometimes we don't. It's, I think predominantly most of our goals, but you sacrifice. I mean, there's not a performance that I've been in the last 4 years where I haven't come out with bruises or cuts or something, and you learn how to fall. Choreography, you have your blocking, you have your scripts, you have your improv, you have things that you know how to do. But even with all that knowledge, sometimes you get into the moment and something happens. So most of us, including myself, would go pretty much anywhere for a role. I've done things that I would never do in real life on stage.
Yeah,
that's all I can say about that.
Agree to that.
We're going to do this segment where it's called Rapid Fire. Rapid Fire. There is a topic thrown out there by me, and I indiscriminately choose a victim.
All right.
And off the top of your head, you have to name the first thing that comes to mind. Individually, if you were to have a 70s TV sitcom about you, what would the genre and the theme be?
It would be probably like Sanford and Son, but instead of old junk, it'd be old toys. And I'd be an old toy collector from the 70s, that thinks he's going to make it big and hang on to all these goofy toys, but I hang on to all the wrong ones.
Rapid fire. Ken, go.
Oh, man. All right, 70s. It would be called, kind of be like All in the Family. I'd want a big, giant, diverse family, but we all lived in the streets. We're homeless, but we don't realize we're homeless. We think that everything's cool and everybody else is weird, and we're the normal ones.
Rapid fire. Melissa, go.
It would be the Jeffersons, and I would be Florence, and I wouldn't change a thing.
You'd be the white Florence.
I would be the white. No, I would just be Florence. It's my choice.
Would you have Florence's attitude towards George Jefferson?
Of course I would.
To.
You have to.
You can get that yourself, damn it.
That was Wheezy. No, that was the maid that always got away with that sass.
That's right.
And I wondered how she got away with it. I wonder what was going on when Wheezy wasn't around. But
see, mine would be, I don't know if it was the 70s or 80s, but mine would be a spinoff of Webster. Just a little taller white boy.
80s.
That
Silver
is
spoons.
creepy.
I like that.
Would you be the
Silver
dad?
Spoons?
No, I wouldn't. I'd have secret passages.
Would you be the
behind
dad in
things.
Webster? Because you kind of look like the
I
dad
could
in
see
Webster.
that.
No.
Would you be Webster?
My little baklava.
Oh.
I remember that.
Oh, I just got so creeped out.
Gary Coleman going to be your stunt double.
Folks, this is Louisville Arts Live. You can only get it here at Crescent Hill Radio, broadcasting from a basement in Crescent Hill at 3 o'clock. Dial in 502-822-6116. Give us your thoughts, your feedbacks. Ask a question of these fine folks here in Louisville. Ken,